Hello friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today's video is another 3 looks with 3 palettes. I have 3 very fun palettes to share with you. I'm just so excited. These are gonna be so fun. I've been itching to play with these ever since they came into my possession, so here we are. 2 of them are launching soon, 1 is already available. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna be doing swatches, close-ups, all that good stuff. I'll be doing 1 look with each palette today. And of course, I do intend on doing additional looks on like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts as soon as I can, so just stay tuned for that. But without further ado, I don't want to blab too much. I just want to get into chatting about the palettes that I'm going to be featuring today. First up is Gourmande Girls' newest palette, the Frozen Kiss. This is so pretty. This is grungy winter wonderland if I've ever seen it. This is so cool. I love these like wintry tones. It's all very subdued. It's very just grungified. I love the different shimmers that are in here. This marbled shade has my heart. It is so pretty. I just love the way all these tones play together. It's definitely probably one of my favorite color stories that's been done from the brand. I just think it is so cool. This palette is launching, I believe, tomorrow based on when this video is going up, December 6th at 11 a.m. EST, and you can use my affiliate code BATTYBEAN to save. And of course, I'll have these palettes linked down below as well as any launch details, discount codes, all that good stuff. But yeah, this is our first palette, the Frozen Kiss. Next up is one I recently treated myself to. This is the Cat's Meow from Black Moon. I've been a fan of Black Moon for years. I swear they were one of the first indie brands I ever tried, and I've tried such a plethora of things from them over the years, and this is their most recent palette. They do not come out with eyeshadow palettes very often, so when this came out, and I'm such a cat lady, this was meant to be. So yeah, we have the Cat's Meow palette. We have a very fun, kind of funky out there, but still grungified color story. I love the way these colors all play together. It's very unique and weird and kind of chaotic, and that's exactly how I would describe my cats. It's just so fun. Mostly mattes. We have 1 little shimmery shade and then 1 matte with sparkle pressed into it, but as you'll see later, it's basically just a matte. But yeah, we have this fun kind of chaotic kitty cat color story, and this palette launched, I want to say, few weeks ago, because I mean I bought this a few weeks ago, so it's been out for a minute, and I'll have it linked down below for you. And last but not least, we have Beaute Bar's newest palette. This is a collaboration with Sassy Fairy. This is the Realm of Fairies palette. It is so pretty. I love this color story so much. This like inky, like bluey purple indigo periwinkle. I love this sort of color story. It is so wintry and icy and just so perfect. I'm such a sucker for like blue and purple, you guys know, and I just love this. I love everything about this. So many beautiful shimmers, so many beautiful tones. I could just melt into these colors. I just want to roll around in them. They're so pretty. This one is also launching tomorrow on December 6th. This will be up at 12 p.m. EST. I don't know for sure if you can use discount codes on collabs. If so, you can try my affiliate code BATTYBEAN. If not, you can definitely use it on anything else on the site. But of course, again, I will have it linked down below for you, as well as like the launch details and stuff like that. So yeah, those are the 3 palettes. And now I'm gonna get into the 3 looks. And then at the end of the video, I will give you my thoughts so far on these palettes. I'm so excited. At this moment that I'm filming this intro, I've only played with 2 of the palettes, and I'm so excited to dive into the 3rd. Okay, look number 1. We're gonna hop into it. I'm very excited. I think it's gonna be fun. I want look number 1 to be with the Frozen Kiss palette from Gourmande Girls. I just think it's so pretty. I definitely want to do something like maybe with the blue into the mint, kind of blending out, add some drama with the dark shade maybe. I need this all over the lid the way I need to breathe. I think it's so good. I do want a pop of this peach in the front, I think. And I definitely want to play with these shimmers in some way, shape, or form because they are so gorgeous. So yeah, I'm going to start by priming with my Profusion primer. I'm just going to blend it out and we will get started. I guess I don't really have any accessories today, just this old CC brand beanie. So yeah, we're just going to get into the look. I'm very excited. Right after I film this look, I'm going to be filming my like collection video of all of my like holiday and like very in-your-face winter palettes like this one. So just stay tuned. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I have some really fun palettes in that roundup. So I'm gonna start with the Winter Tide shade. Gonna use my Sigma E25 brush. I'm just going to really start by just kind of fluffing it in this outer corner up toward the tail of my brow a little bit. Just kind of like a, not really a wing, but just like an elongated kind of angled shape with that blue. And I do want to take and pop some of this on the outer corner of that lower lash as well. I think that's gonna just flow nicely. This is already cute. It's a good shade of blue. It's really nice. To blend it out, I want to take the Snow Flurry shade. I'm gonna use my Singe E02 brush, and I'm just gonna take this right along the edge of that blue, and I'm just gonna do very light little swirly motions to diffuse that blue out with the kind of minty shade. I think that's gonna be very, very nice. And I'll kind of inch it toward the center of my crease. I do wanna leave most of the crease fairly blank so I can play with that peachy matte, but I do wanna make sure I get this nice and blurred and diffused. Those are working together harmoniously. That's very, very pretty. All right, so I'm liking the direction this is going. I do want to add some drama. So I'm just going to take the Solstice shade. I'm going to take the Alter Ego 201 brush. And I'm just going to fluff that right against my lashes, just to add a little bit of smokiness without like overly taking away from what I've already done. Just want to kind of build that up just like there in the outer corner near the lashes. And I'll do the same on that lower lash, just in the outer corner. And just make sure those kind of connect to give a very, smoky look. Just adds the smokiness. And then I'll just take my previous brushes and just very lightly kind of smudge that out. And just finishing it off with that minty shade. This is looking really pretty. Moving on to some shimmer, I'm going to take my Shine On Primer from Clionadh in Bad to the Brow. I'm just going to kind of run some of that primer across my lid. Oh, darn it, I forgot I wanted to do the peach. I'll still do the peach next. Getting ahead of myself. Clearly, I'm excited for some shimmer. So yeah, I'm gonna take the shade Frosted Kiss. I'm gonna use this Blend Bunny B5 brush. And I just want just a little pop of this in the front, just to kind of tie in a little bit of that peachy color. Oh, that complements so beautifully. I feel like that just took it to new levels. That's gorgeous. Like, what a soft little addition, but I feel like that makes all the difference in the world. Sometimes it's the tiny changes that bring it together. Okay, now I can get into some shimmer. I need Snow Globe all over my lids. I just have to. I love marbled shadows. I think they are some of the funnest shadows ever. So I'm just loading my brush up. This is a Sigma E28. And I'm just going to press this all over my lid. Oh, yes, yes, yes. That is so cool. That is so pretty. Oh, I love it. I love it a lot. The little pink reflex go with that like peachy matte so nicely. I love that. That looks like I put so many shimmers on my lid. That's so pretty. I'm very, 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 very happy with that decision. I feel like I want to use this sparkly holographic shade in my inner corner. It's just too good. This is a little teeny brush from the Clionadh in Bad to the Brow collection. So I'm just gonna pop that there in the inner corner. Wow. That is sparkle. It's so pretty. Just like the prettiest little snowy addition. I love it. I know I used that mint for a lot of the blend, but I do think I want to take some more of the mint and specifically pop it right here. And I'm probably going to use like a mint eye pencil. I just think that'll look really pretty. I just want to kind of bring forth a little bit more of that color and kind of build it up. Oh, that is so cute. Yeah. I feel like that was a necessary addition. For my face highlight, because I think all three of the palettes that I'm gonna use in this video all have a shade that I could use as a face highlight, so I'm gonna use Ice Crystals. Let's just see how that goes. I'm just gonna use a little Rare Beauty highlighting brush. And let's give her a whirl, shall we? Oh, that's beautiful. Just sparkly, lovely, so cute. Oh yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I think that's a good situation going on. Okay, threw on my eye pencil and mascara. This is just the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. And my eye pencil is Icebreaker from ColourPop. I just wanted to tie in even more of that mint. And for my lips today, not that you can really see it, but I have a gingerbread house on this sweater and all the other colors match my makeup really well. So I think I want to pull in some of that gingerbread color. So I am going to start with this cinnamon pencil from Melt Cosmetics. I'm just gonna quickly line my lips. Okay, now that that is done, I love this lip pencil, it's so pretty. I'm gonna take Ginger Snap from Cosmic Brushes. This is from the 'Tis the Season holiday collection. I'm gonna throw this on. That is everything, that is so pretty. I just really like these lipsticks, they're so creamy and comfortable. This color, is perfect. Here's the first look complete. I think it came out so good. I just love this wintry vibe. I love the way all these colors play together. I think this is so pretty. I'm very, very happy with it. I hope you like it too. Let's move on now to look number 2. Okay, hi, let's get into look number 2. I'm gonna be playing with the Cat's Meow palette, if you couldn't tell by my outfit inspo. I'm very excited. I wanna do something where it's very dark and smoky on the lid and kind of blending out into like the red and purpley tones. I think that'll be pretty. I also think I want to keep it concentrated to just my upper lid. I don't think I want to drag it on the lower. I just want a very like kind of smoky, slightly elongated sort of look. I think it'll be so pretty. As far as my accessories today go, I have little Primark earrings, Amazon plugs, and then my necklace is Ana Luisa. So yeah, let's just hop into it. I feel like my hair is gonna drive me crazy. So let me just pin that out of the way. There we go, now I am ready. I'm gonna start by priming with my Profusion primer. I am just going to take a little dollop and blend it out, as one does. Okay, so I think I wanna start with Curiosity. I wanna just kind of get this like fuchsia purple shade laid down. I'm gonna use this old Kaleidos S3 brush, and I'm just gonna tuck this really, really deep in the crease, like honestly a little bit on the lid even, because I really want to keep this just very tight and concentrated today. I think it'll be pretty. So I'm just gonna go, you know, all the way from inner to outer. And then as I get to the outer, I am gonna flick out the edge just a little bit, just to give it the tiniest bit of a flick. Again, nothing too crazy. I'm already really liking that. I like that color. I think that's really pretty. I'm gonna start blending the edge of that a little bit with Toe Beans. This is just a little blending brush from the Clionadh and Bad to the Brow collection. I'm just going to kind of run that along the edge from inner to outer. Again, keeping it very tight and then doing a slight flick out as we get to the outer edge. This fuchsia purple shade is bringing me a lot of joy. That's really pretty. So now I think I wanna go in with, so I'm gonna use both of these. I think I'm just gonna start with 3 AM. And 3 AM is one of those shades that it's a little bit more of just a matte with sparkle pressed into it, but just in the spirit of trying to get that sparkle to pop as much as possible, I am gonna use my Shine On primer from Clionadh and Bad to the Brow, just to try to get that to really pop. I'm gonna try to pack it in as much as possible, and then I'll use the red to kind of blend into the fuchsia and so on and so forth. Hopefully it will all work out. My goal was just a really dark, smoky lid, kind of lightly blending into splashes of color. Okay, so taking 3 AM now. Let's see what we can do. Typically, these sparkly mattes are not my favorite thing, just because I feel like they're pointless. I just feel like the sparkle never sticks around, but I really want to try to make it stick around. I mean, so far there's a little something there, I suppose. Nothing wild and crazy, but there's a little something. I'm just putting this really close against my lashes as well, so it's really dark. I'm not gonna take this up super high either because I need room to be able to blend. And I'm just going to kind of flick that toward the outer just a little bit. I mean, I haven't even done any blending yet, but as you can see, the sparkle really does not stick around. So treat this shade like a black if you have this palette or want this palette. It's not gonna be anything super special, unfortunately. Okay, so I wanna start blending that out first with laser. I'm gonna use this little Blend Bunny B1 brush, just something very small. So where I can very much put this like very deep, kind of right on the edge of that black shade. And I just wanna very lightly and softly work at it from inner to outer. Again, keeping this very tight, little bit of flick out in the outer. And now that I have the black incorporated, I am gonna be going just very slowly and softly and carefully. And I'm thinking I might end up drawing in like a single shadow for this look, just because I did want some sparkle on the lid, and I'm feeling sad that the black sparkle doesn't really stick around as much. I mean, these mattes are all so pretty, and there is like a pinky highlighty shade that I'm still gonna use, but I feel like I want a little something something for the lid, but who knows, I might change my mind. Like by the time I get all this blended out, I might be happy with the more matte vibe. I just never do that. I like sparkle, what can I say? Yeah, this is working really nicely so far. I think that's going pretty well. And then I'm gonna take a little bit more of Curiosity, that first shade that I used, and I'm gonna kind of do that same thing that I first started with kind of placing it deep in that crease. And again, I'm just working it very softly and slowly from inner to outer and kind of flicking it out as I get to this outer corner. This is one of those looks where like slow and steady is definitely the way to go. Take your time, little bits of product at a time. And now that the black's incorporated, I wipe my brush off periodically just to get it as smooth as possible. And of course, I'll also be going in with like toe beans to really soften the edges, especially here in that front little corner. I want to make sure everything is very diffused. And I'm basically just going to kind of keep going back and forth with these different brushes and these different colors and just keep kind of perfecting and building up this blend. Okay, I am liking just this smoky vibe with the splash of fuchsia. I think it's cool. Let's highlight now. I'm gonna use Catitude. Just gonna highlight with this little Clionadh and Bad to the Brow brush. Just gonna pop that in. You know what I'm thinking? What if I layered this over my lid? This could actually be kind of nice, like tippy tapped over everything. Do we try it? Just like a very light layer, like I tapped in just a tiny bit. Like maybe this will give a little bit of glow and interest. I'm already liking that. Like nothing where it's like super opaque, just enough to give a little bit of something. Oh yeah, I like that. That made such a difference. That's very transformative, very cool. I like that quite a lot, actually. I think that's very pretty. You know, I really feel like this pink shade would top over pretty much all of the mattes in this palette pretty nicely and give a little bit of interest, which is cool. Yeah, I think that's fun. I feel like that gave it that oomph that it needed, made it look a little purpley. I think that's cool. I am also gonna try using that Catitude shade as my face highlighter. Let's just kind of see how it goes. Oh, that's nice. Just like a soft pinky little glow. That is quite cute. That worked out nicely. Okay, threw on my mascara and eye pencil. I just threw on my Kush mascara. And the eye pencil I went with is Amethyst Hour from ColourPop. I just felt like it kind of complemented that inner corner highlight nicely. And for lips, I almost want to incorporate a little bit of a brown element to kind of go with my, like, you know, dress. This is Grim from Black Moon. It's from a Black Moon like duo lip set that I bought with this palette, mostly to get free shipping, but I also like their liquid lipstick, so. Ooh, that's nice. That's a good shade of brown. It's a really good shade of brown. Ooh, that looks good, I must say. I don't think I have a brown quite this color in my collection. That's a good one. Here's look number 2. I think it came out so nice. I really like just this smoky element with the color kind of coming off of it. I really like how purpley that lid shade kind of transformed when I put the shimmer on top. I think it came out really cool. I love the brown lip with it. I just think it all flows together really nicely. I'm into it. But yeah, this is the second look. Let's move on now to look number 3. Okay, let's move on to look number 3. I want to play with the Realm of Fairies palette. It's just such a pretty kind of like blue-gray periwinkle sort of vibe, and it's just so cool. I want to do a full cut crease today. I want lots of shimmer on the lid. It's going to be so nice. So let me prime. I'm going to again just prime with the Profusion primer. I'm just going to blend some of this across my lids. So I think I want to start with Changeling. I'm going to use this Blend Bunny B1 brush, and I'm just going to take this in my crease and go all the way from like the inner and then up toward the tail of my brow. I will eventually be cutting out my crease, so I'm not super concerned with what my lid looks like. For now, I'm just placing this color down and inching it up toward the tail of my brow. Kind of like that. I do also plan on doing some stuff on the lower lash line, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get that started. So I'm just gonna add some to the outer half of my lower. Okay, I wanna take Weeping Willow now to blend it out a little bit. I'm gonna use this Sigma E42 brush, and I'm just going to take that kind of right on top of what I just did, just to get it a little bit more blurred and diffused. And again, just kind of following that same shape and doing light little motions. This is gonna be such a pretty look, I can see it now. I'm gonna take Silver Mist now, this beautiful light blue. I'm gonna take that on my Singe E05 brush And again, just kind of following the same thing. I am blending with this a little bit further out just to get it more soft and diffused. I'm just kind of blurring that line a bit. And I am going to deepen this all up a bit more one more time. I just want to kind of get it solidified before I kind of go back, add more dark, and repeat the process. Oh, while I'm here, I realize I haven't even been doing my lower lash line, so I'm going to add that second shade, Weeping Willow, to that lower lash just to add a little bit more dimension and diffusion. And same with Silver Mist, that lighter blue. It's really pretty. It's a good color. Just love a soft kind of like powder blue. It's so pretty. Okay, I want to deepen this up a little bit with Winter Woods. I'm going to take my Sigma E30 pencil brush, and I just want to tuck this very deep in that crease just to add, again, just a little bit more dimension and definition before I cut the crease and add my shimmer. I think it's going to be so pretty. I'm just already loving this. I just love these tones so much. I am going to, of course, pop some of this on my lower lash line as well. I'm going to inch this a little bit closer to all the way across, but the rest of the shadows I really want just blended out in the outer mostly. So good. And I'm just going to go back with my previous brushes and little tiny amounts of my previous colors just to help, again, just soften and reblend everything before I start cutting and adding my shimmers, which I'm so, so excited for. I just love like cool tones. I never get sick of it. Like, I know the world always shouts that when you have light colored eyes like me that you need to embrace warm tones, but like, I just don't care. I do enjoy warm tones. They definitely have their place. But I'm just such a sucker for cool tones. It's just my absolute favorite. All right, I'm quite happy with this. I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease now. I'm just gonna use shimmer primer. This is the Clionadh and Bad to the Brow Shine On Primer. I'm gonna start by just kind of smearing a good amount across my lid, and then I'm gonna take this flat brush from Unearthly and just really take and kind of carve out what I want my cut crease to be. And I probably will add some liner to like further define it later, but I do want this to just go ahead and be as cut and crispy as possible. Like, see how much that just cleans things up and gets it a little more prepped compared to without? I feel like it's a small thing you can do that makes just such a big difference with the application. I'm so torn. I feel like Illusion's what I want. I'm gonna take Illusion on that same sticky Unearthly brush, the 8-17, and I am just gonna start taking this kind of in that crease first, like following that motion that I did before. Just kind of whatever shape you want your cut crease to be. I always go just slightly above my natural crease and then just follow the roundness of my eyeball, because that just seems like the best fit for me. That's so pretty. Holy cow, that's gorgeous. That is pure just winter magic. I think I'd mentioned earlier in this video that I filmed the other day a like holiday palette video. It's like holiday and in your face winter palettes. And I didn't include this one just because I don't feel like it's a fairy theme. It's not like really a winter theme, even though it's a very wintry color story. But all that being said is I think I will definitely be including this in my winter favorites video, at least by the end of the month, because this is just magic and I'm gonna want to keep playing with this like as much as I can. I wiped off my blending brush from before and I'm just kind of scooting that along the edge. I did get some extra sparkle on my skin, but that's okay. That's okay. Life's too short to not have sparkle everywhere. I do want a little extra shine on the lower lash line, so I'm gonna take the Delphinium shade and I'm just going to pop that really close to my lashes on the lower lash line. I am gonna do kind of like a shifty bluey eye pencil, I think. Just something very vibrant and a little darker. I think it'll just add cool contrast to the bright lid that I have going on. This shade is stunning. I have a polish from Mooncat, like a nail polish, that's called, I wanna say, something about Hades, I think. Now I don't even remember the name, but it's iconic. I get compliments all the time and I feel like it looks like the shadow. I'm just gonna kind of blend the edge of that shimmer just a little bit. This shade of blue shimmer is bringing me a lot of joy. This is such a good color. For my inner corner, I was thinking Will-O-The-Wisp would be so pretty. Just a nice sparkly, ooh yeah, shifty magic, so good. For my face highlight, I want to use Moonstone. I just feel like I have no choice. That's gonna be the prettiest shift ever. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Oh, that's stunning. It's definitely like a chunkier shadow. Like you might not want to put it on your face as a face highlight, but if you're like me, you love sparkle and it's fine. I like kind of prefer this, honestly. I love when it kind of looks like obvious sparkle that's like on me. It's just cute. So I do want to add some liner. I was thinking this Avatar shiny liner could be nice. It's from the Air duo. It's just kind of like a shifty, icy sort of thing. I have to get so close to a mirror, so hopefully you'll be able to like see what I'm doing. But I just want to kind of follow that cut a little bit, so just slow and steady. So far so good, and that was already a great decision. Grabbing a little bit more. I only want a little bit on my brush at a time so I can have a lot of control. All right, just gonna kind of continue on and flick it toward my tail. I have to get really close and perfect that, but that's kind of the general gist. Once I get it a little more cleaned up, it's gonna look great. Okay, I made some changes. Finished the liner and I loved it, but I was like, you know what? This look needs crystals. So I did. And also, if you're one of my members, you'll see in the upcoming members only video, which I think will be up tomorrow as this video goes up. So stay tuned for that. But in that video, I talked about like, oh, I've put crystals on my face every day. I'm gonna do it today too. I think I'm gonna do it every day in December. And then I just didn't do it for looks number 1 and 2. So I'm trying to get back on track. So I did it for this look and I went very extra with it. And I think it's so cool. It matches the vibes so well. So I just like took old ones. These are like old ColourPop and Lethal Cosmetics ones. And I just kind of stuck them all around my crease area. I just think it's so fun. And then I did add my mascara, my Milk Makeup one. And then my eye pencil today is Sea Sparkle from Kaleidos. It's like kind of a bluey shift. And I thought it went with that lower lash line really nice. Actually, you know what? I think I want Night of Creation more. I feel like this one's just a little bit more depthy. Yeah, I feel like that's better. Not a big difference, but a difference nonetheless. So yeah, there's the eyes. I need to do my lips now. I'm kind of thinking I want something icy. I mean, this is just clear, but it's like, it gives you a cold feeling. It's not plumping, it's just cold feeling. So I kind of want this with maybe just like a pale nude lip liner. I'm just gonna do this nude honey one from Lawless. I'm just gonna line and fill in a little bit before I go in with the clear gloss. Yeah, this tone is good. I feel like that matches nicely. Now I'm gonna throw the gloss over top. Yeah, that's good. Kind of a simple lip to go with this very vibrant eye look. I think this was a great choice. I like this a lot. So yeah, this is look number 3. I think it came out so nice. It's just so bold and in your face and sparkly and blue. And I just love it. I feel like Elsa or like some kind of ice queen. It's just wonderful and I love it. I think it all pulled together so nicely. But let's zoom out now and I will give you my thoughts so far of all these palettes. All right, thank you so much for being here and for watching. I really appreciate you. It means so much and I had so much fun doing all of these looks. I feel like I did such different vibes with all 3 and I really like how they came out. I would love to know which look is your favorite. I feel like I have no choice but to give it to this look because it's just so cool. I love everything about it. But the other 2 looks I really enjoyed as well, so you'll have to let me know which look was your favorite. Let's chat about these palettes. First being the Frozen Kiss. Such a fun time. I feel like there's a lot of possibilities with this one. You can very much go more muted. You could go very bold. You can play with more of the cool tones. You can really stick to those like couple pops of warmth. Such pretty shimmers. This is very versatile while still keeping with kind of a grungy winter vibe. I think the formulas are delicious. The shimmers are so, so pretty. And I'm really excited about this one. Definitely one of my favorites the brand has done. Next is the Cat's Meow. The theming is just everything. It's so fun. I feel like the mattes perform just so well. They're so pigmented and they blend with such ease, so buttery, so easy to work with. I remember the Orb of Light. I don't have it anymore. It would be way too old to have now still, but the Orb of Light I had years ago and I loved that palette because the mattes were so easy to blend. I feel like I learned a lot of my blending techniques from that palette. So Black Moon's mattes really are so good. This one, I have to be honest, did disappoint me. I'm sad that the sparkle doesn't really stick around. Even though I was packing it on the eye, I wasn't even sweeping or blending. Sparkle just doesn't stick around, but that's not even an issue with this palette specifically. That's just this type of shadow. Any shadow that's a matte with sparkle pressed in, it just never sticks around, and it's so unfortunate. This shade is pretty. It's a nice kind of like highlighty shade, can also be a topper as we saw, but I do wish maybe there was at least one more really special shimmer in this palette. I feel like that would have taken it up over the edge. But as far as the mattes go, they are really, really beautiful. I love the theming, and these colors are just so fun. And last but not least is the Realm of Fairies palette. This is just so pretty. Sassy Fairy did such a good job with this collaboration. It's just so cool. I love the just like muted, gray toned blues, periwinkle. It is so pretty. I love these shimmers. Like, I just cannot. This was such a fun palette to play with. I'm very inspired by it. Very like chilly winter vibes. It is so, so, so cool. Overall, aside from that one shadow from Black Moon, just like, not that it didn't perform well, I just expected more from it. I feel like everything was very, very fun. I really enjoy these different themes. I enjoyed the different vibes and color stories. I had so much fun making these looks, and I would love to hear your thoughts. Have you picked up the Black Moon palette? Do you plan on picking up the Gourmande Girls or Bella Beauty Bar palettes? I would love to know. If you made it to the end of this video, out of these 3 palettes, pick your favorite and leave emojis to represent that palette. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm BATTYBEAN there as well. Also, if you want to, you can subscribe. I'm posting most days over here, and you can join my channel memberships. The link to sign up will be down below. There's a couple different tiers with a couple different perks, and I would love to have you. Also, the link to my second channel is in the description box. I would love to have you over there as well if you would like some additional content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.